let's keep going with Final Fantasy. We'll get it started up at least. Final Fantasy XIV requires connecting to... Turn this down just a little bit, goodness. Final Fantasy XIV requires connecting to one of several data centers to play. The closer your physical location to the data center, the smoother the gameplay will be. Choose your region, then select your data center. Alright then. Chat, for privacy reasons. Okay, that did it, I think.
Hydaelyn. A vibrant planet blessed by the light of the crystal. Encompassing the westernmost of the 3 great continents. There lies a realm embraced by gods and forged by heroes. Her name, Eorzea.
Sounds like a lovely place.
The
I was right.
of Eorzean history chart the rise of a succession of great civilizations, each one enjoying an age of peace, the Astral Eras. To date, all have proven ephemeral. In the year 1572 of the 6th and most recent Astral Era, the Northern Empire of Garlemald amassed a great army at the heart of Eorzea, seeking dominion over all. Rising in desperate resistance, the forces of the Eorzean Alliance met their would-be conquerors in the field. Yet, even as the battle raged, the lesser moon, Dalamud, was plucked from the heavens through imperial machination. From its core emerged the elder primal Bahamut, who unleashed his fury upon the realm.
Bahamut. Wonder if there's any connection to Baphomet.
The devastation brought Eorzea to its knees and the era to its end.
I saw a meme with that old man.
5 years have come and gone. The light of life still shines upon Eorzea. Man labors tirelessly to raise himself from the calamity's ruin. The realm is forever changed, a stranger to him once more. Yet heedless of what lies ahead, he shall press on. Spurred by the promise of peace and prosperity. Amid this period of great change, an adventurer arrives in Eorzea, one whose tale is yet unwritten.
Cool story, bro.
May he ever walk in the light of the crystal.
Okay, so before the adventure can begin, we must first create a character. The Haya said to have first travelled to Eorzea and the surrounding continents and islands. 3 great migratory waves later, they're now the most populous of all the civilized races. Relatively modest physique, known for their peculiarly short, rounded ears. So the Haya, the humans. Elysin. These are tall, elven creatures. My goodness, she is a fetching one, isn't she? The Elysin were the sole inhabitants of Eorzea in former times, claiming dominion over her. Traditionally a nomadic people, the tall, slender Elysin believed the realm to be theirs by divine right. Unfortunately, this belief made the eventual appearance of the Haya and their multitudes akin to an invasion, and a long history of conflict ensued. Ultimately, the Elysin diverged into the 2 clans that exist today. The Wildwood Elysin took to the forest to protect their homeland, while the Dusk-White Elysin withdrew to caves and the subterranean levels, opting instead to avoid all contact with any but their own. Lalafell. Ah, he's just a little guy. Look at that. A wee people, sporting short, rotund bodies, the Lalafell appeared as no more than children to the eyes of most. Many of these nimble little folk hail from the islands of the South Seas, where they practice a simple agricultural lifestyle. It was not until the opening of maritime trade routes that the gradual migration of Lalafells to Eorzea began. Now one of the most well-established races in the realm, Lalafells can be found in great numbers in nearly every city. Oh, goodness! Raiders, welcome in! If this is your first time here, I'm Lord Rexworth. I'm an English nobleman VTuber. And, we are getting our character made for Final Fantasy XIV. I'm also up for auction, in a sense. Sayus Found Sun, thank you so much for the follow. But how is your stream, Hina? Let's get your shout out. See, you were also playing Final Fantasy XIV. Fantastic. Let me finish getting you a shout out here. That was good, thanks. Well, that's good, that's good. Yeah, everyone, please, go follow Hinataki. In fact, am I following you right now? I am not. But we shall fix that. There we go. There's your follow. Just starting a new character. Yes. Hina Squad Raid. Yeah! Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much. Those of you who need to get up and stretch, grab some water, grab something to eat, please feel free to do so. If you need to raid and run, totally appreciate that. If you want to just lurk, that's fine too. Let's see, we've got... this is pronounced the Mikot. Their ancestors made their way to Eorzea during the Age of Endless Frost. Oh, an Ice Age, in other words. They appear to be a cat people. Adaptation to a hunting lifestyle has fashioned them with a keen sense of smell, powerful legs, and a tail which provides them with exceptional balance. Mikoto are known to be very territorial, with many individuals tend to lead solitary lifestyles, particularly the males. Oh, is it a race of, basically it's a race of MGTOW catboys. If I'm reading this right. Still working on Heavensward. If I knew what that is, but all I can say is good luck. My first time. Ah. The Rogadin, known for their brawny builds and piercing eyes. Damn, look at this absolute unit. The Rogadin are the largest, most rugged of Eorzea's races. The majority of the realm's Rogadin belong to the Seawolf clan, a maritime people who earn their keep on or by the sea, be it as sailors, fishermen, or pirates. Comparatively fewer in number are the Hellsguard, who are known for their more earnest demeanors and can often be found working as bodyguards and smithies. Huh. Oh, it's the first expansion pack of Final Fantasy XIV. Ah, okay. I see. The Aura. Ooh. Tall, dark, and pointy there. Oh, look at her. She's a lovely little thing, isn't she? The curved horns and beautifully patterned scales that characterize the Aura often give rise to speculation that members of this higher-like race, natives to the far eastern continent of Othard, are in fact the progeny of dragons. Well, I mean, especially got the tail and everything. This, however, has been disputed, as scholars citing several distinct differences in the two races as evidence of decidedly dissimilar roots. The first and foremost being the enhanced hearing and spatial recognition granted by an Aura's cranial projections, traits not attributed to draconian horns, and the second being the gross disproportion of body mass between the Auri males and females, again a trait widely unseen in dragons. Yes, the female is quite the waifish little thing, and the males, the chads. Hrothgar. Oh, these are beast folk, aren't they? Hailing from the distant shores of Ilzabard, the Hrothgar are burly people of lion-like appearance, or the males are at least. Females number staggeringly few amongst their population, and thus rarely so much as glimpsed by the other races. The Hrothgar's imposing countenance, mitigated not at all by their sharp claws and still sharper fangs, incited panic amongst Eorzeans upon their arrival. As they were also unable to communicate, initial reactions with the common folk often escalated into conflict. It was not until the Hrothgar gained mastery of the common tongue that fears were allayed, and in time they would be as neighbours, welcome in all corners of the realm. And ask what all's well that ends well. Oh, so that's a female. Okay. And that's a male. Goodness. And the Viera. They're a rabbit folk. At least, that's the way it looks from here. Let's see, the Viera of tall stature and slender frame. The Viera's physical appearance is strikingly similar to that of high-earned Ellison, save for their distinctive long ears. Adhering to a strict code known as the Green Word, they are prohibited from contact with the outside world under threat of exile. Their society is purely matriarchal, and males of age are seldom if ever found within the bounds of any village. They instead serve as protectors of the wood from the shadows, that no evil may encroach upon their sacred lands. Oh, they are quite the sacred lot, aren't they? Dear goodness me. It's like a medieval Playboy bunny. Let's see, but I think we're going to keep things simple here. And go with humanoid. So I use found son. Glad you find that amusing. A Midlander clan. The Midlander clan comprises over half the total population of Eorzea's Hires. They've established themselves throughout every city in the realm and lead lives as diverse as their heritage. Trained in letters from infancy, the Midlanders are generally more educated than many of the other races and clans. Despite the fact that males tend to be slightly taller than females, there are no significant differences between the genders. Are you sure about that? A Highlander? Oh. You know, from the side, he almost looks like that blonde Chad fellow who just goes, yes. The Highlanders were the first to reach the first of the Hire to reach Eorzea. Their name derives from their long tradition of building strongholds in the mountains. Compared to their Midland brethren, the Highlanders are noticeably larger in build. Of late, Highlanders have become an increasingly rare sight in Eorzea, the number represented almost exclusively by those who fled Ala Mehigo after its fall and now work in the city-state of Ulda as mercenaries and sellswords. Well, I am the descendant of Highlanders, so I believe we're going to go with that. We're going to go with... Okay, that was not a TOS violation. Yes, me too. Oh, you're the descendant of Highlanders? Oh, fantastic. I like your reading. Well, thank you. I do occasionally, or I have done some reading ASMR. I've got some content on the YouTube page. So do feel free to check that out. Just go to lordrexworth.com. You'll find all my channels that I stream on over there. Let's see here. Graphics settings. I think we might dial this down just a bit to save on resources. Okay. Yeah, we'll confirm. Highlander. Muscle tone, he seems fairly well balanced chap. Oh, chat, shall we go with this one? Looks fairly similar to my own face. So how many grades? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go with... I want him to look like he's had some sun, at least. But maybe dial this up. maybe go... I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 more. Yeah, right there. Seems like a healthy tan, but also a bit... maybe that's a bit too porcelainy. Maybe I should go back to that. Yeah, let's go with that. Hairstyle. See, right now we've got this one. Bit of a pompadour style with that one, isn't it? Modeled it after my own hair. A little more. No, that makes me look too much like, that makes me look a bit too much like Ringo, Paul, and John and George. Oh, that one's not so bad. Oh, okay. That's better. We'll keep that on the short list for now. Bit Fabio with long hair like that. That's a bit too short. Also too short. That's about right, that one. That is a pompadour style. Jesus. Something like in the back. Oh, jeez. One of those hipster man buns. No, that will never do. That makes me look a bit too much like Raiden from Metal Gear. So there's that one. Let's see what this one looks like. That's a bit dashing, I'd say. This other one's a bit plain, isn't it? I am not having a Dangos. That is right out. That is definitely out. We're gonna go with that. Hair color. Some days it just gets all so old and tiresome, doesn't it, chat? Let's have a bit of a natural, maybe a bit less ginger. Not that there's anything wrong with gingers. A friend in the space who is a ginger. I think that's good. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. Yeah. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. Let's go with that. What's the difference between these two? Oh, longer chin. Okay. Oh, I like those defined cheekbones. We'll go with that. Eye shape. I think they're fine the way they are. Nah, leave it the way it is. Let's see, and we need blue eyes. Let's have a rather bold blue eye. I think it's about right. Yeah. Maybe eyebrows the way they are. Nose isn't bad, but maybe stand to be a bit. No, that didn't work. That's not bad. A bit more of a statuesque nose. Alright. Let's go with that. Oh, we can customize the mouth. Nah, leave it the way it is. That's fine. Also fine. Facial features. Look at that nose. I know. That's a nose that got chiseled out of granite, it did. That's a fine-looking nose. That's like a Roman emperor's nose. And we are just laden with scars. I should much like to be clean-shaven. Yeah, no, that's better. Right, so... got the haircut and shave going on. Oh, we don't need war paint on our face. No. No. Is this all that we have to choose from as far as a voice goes? Just various grunting and groaning sounds. Sounds like he's coughing. Are we a pirate now? I like the laugh of Type 1. Oh, that sounds perfectly villainous, the Type 7. I like Type 1. Yeah, we'll just go with Type 1. Right, I think this is good to go. Put that in save slot 1. Rex 1. Let's see, this is the 7th. Looks like the 7th lunar cycle. So it must be the equivalent of the 7th month. I was born in July. 1, 2, 3, 4. My birthday is the 29th of July. Oh, I see. Okay. So we'll have to select the 30th sun of the 4th astral moon, 729. Alright then. Patron deity, Halone. Mover of glaciers, goddess of war, guardian deity of Ishgard. She commands the element of ice and is associated with the first moon of the Eorzean calendar. Halone is the daughter of Ralga, and a bitter rival of Nofika, often depicted as a relentless warrioress, armed with a bronze great shield. Her symbol is 3 spears. And we've got Minfina, keeper of the moon, goddess of love. Oh, sounds like my kind of goddess. She commands the element of ice and is associated with the second moon of the Eorzean calendar. Sister of Azima, divine lover of Ershkigal. She is most often depicted as a maid carrying a round skillet. I mean, it's just like the video we saw earlier, chat. Bitches do dishes. Thaliak, ruler of rivers and wisdom, and god of knowledge, is the guardian deity of Sharlayan. Commands the element of water, associated with the 3rd moon of the Eorzean calendar. Most often depicted as a reserved scholar holding an ashen staff. Okay. Watcher of celestial bodies, goddess of fate. Nymea commands the element of water, associated with the 4th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Her symbol is a spinning wheel. Symbol of the wave. Strong fisherwoman wielding a long-bladed harpoon. That's Limlayan. Oshkon. Depicted as a carefree ranger, wielding a bow of yew. Purveyor of Bergot is the purveyor of architecture and industry, god of the arts. Commands the element of lightning and is associated with the 7th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Bergot is the elder brother of Halone and the pupil of Thaliak, most often depicted as an ardent smith with a 2-headed hammer. His symbol is the hand. God of destruction. Keeper of the sun and goddess of the inquiry. Azima. Commands the element of fire associated with the 9th moon. But most often depicted as a noble lady holding a golden fan. Her symbol is the radiant sun. Naldthal is the overseer of the underworld, god of commerce, guardian deity of Uldar. Commands the element of fire and associated with the 10th moon of the Eorzean calendar. Single manifestation of the deific twins, most often depicted as a discerning merchant holding a balance. His symbol is the cowrie, ancient shell currency. So, I like... This selection has no effect on gameplay. Are we sure about that? You know what? Azuma seems quite close to Leo in the constellations, so you know what? We'll just go with her. Let's see. Stand as a bulwark in the face of danger. With superior defensive abilities, tanks protect their comrades by diverting enemy focus and bearing the brunt of battle. You begin your journey as a gladiator or marauder, and later master the jobs of paladin, warrior, dark knight, and gunbreaker. Healer provides succor to all in need, though limited in their offensive abilities. Well, we don't want that. DPS. Decimate your foes. Possessing great talent for the offensive, DPS's role, whose sole focus is to rout the enemy with a diverse array of punishing attacks. You can begin your journey as a pugilist, a lancer, an archer, a thaumaturge, or an arcanist. From there, master the jobs of monk, dragoon, ninja, samurai, reaper, viper, bard, machinist, dancer, black mage, summoner, red mage, pictomancer, and blue mage. Yeah, we're going to go with DPS. Incessant training aimed at mastering traditional techniques of hand-to-hand combat. I like Lancer. Thaumaturgy can be a force of terrifying destruction. At the heart of this school of magic lies the ability to call forth and command latent aether within oneself through deep introspection, then mold that aether into sorcery. Thaumaturgy makes use of a scepter, a staff within which is housed a medium, a natural stone imbued with magical properties. We're going to go with Lancer. In the eastern reaches of the Oldenard landmass, home to vast, dense woodlands and coursing rivers, lies the forest nation of Gridania. The cityscape is a mosaic of labyrinthine waterways and great wooden structures, so gracefully constructed they seem a part of the surrounding environment. The favored goddess of the citizenry is Nofika, the matron, but great faith is also placed in the wisdom of the seed seers, young oracles who guide the nation based on the will of the forest elementals. There we go. Lord Rexworth. Right, off we go. We get a new game with this character. Yes, let's do that. And the server is currently congested. We've got 25 players in queue. Let's try Balmum. Are we able to... Oh, there we go. Weren't we just here? By the way, chat, I've got... Yes, we're listening. Pardon me, chat, I'm munching onion rings. I think I'd rather not hear and feel that.
Think.
Oh my. Armor. Oi. You're all right, lad. You had a moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. That'll be the 8th, I reckon. Some are more prone to sickness than others. No need to fret, though. You'll soon get used to it. Hello there. Feeling better, Cooper? Aha, you can see us. I had a feeling you could, Cooper. We're Moogles, and we live in this world. In this wood. I seem to remember these things. Oh, the cute little guys. Oh, and who are those fetching elven folk over there? Normal folks can't see or hear us, which makes you special, Kupo. Too bad. You two could be my wingmen or something while we try to rizz those two up. I see now how you're special. Maybe you can tell us something. The wood's been restless of late. Lots of strange things happening. Have you a chance to witness anything suspicious, Kupo? Oh dear. I don't think that's going to end well. Oh, but of course you haven't. You've only just arrived. Well, there's nothing for it then. We'll just have to keep looking. Nice to meet you, Kupo. Oh, rather cute little things, aren't they? Gridania's still a far way off, in case you're wondering. Seeing as you're awake, I just bet you keep me company till we get here. Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see. Too bad, I'd love to have a conversation with both of them. Hello. Breadmont's the name. On Peddlin's my trade. As for the other good self, judging by your unusual garments, I'd say to one of them new adventurers, number one. You would be correct, sir. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Well, that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Why did you become an adventurer? To amass a fortune. A fortune, eh? Well, it's the dream we've all had at one time or another. Once you've learned to handle yourself in a fight, you'll want to pay a visit to whichever crafting and gathering guild tickles your fancy. Grenadia's renowned for its leatherworkers and carpenters, not to mention its botanists. Adventuring ain't just about killing things after all. A peaceful pastime may well help you make your fortune. I mean, I can go through an entire RPG and not have to fight? Just remember though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. No profit in being dead, that's a fact. Halt! Go no further! Hang on, what's this? Ah! Well, what's going on? A skirmish has broken out up ahead with the Exol. For your own safety, you must remain here until... Bloody hells, we shall hold them here. Try to break clear. Oh, it's too bleeding close. Nice of the Exor to send us a welcoming party, though, eh? Joking aside, this won't be the last time you meet those feathered fiends. So just you take care, alright? By the by, was this your first trip to Gridania? Why, yes. It is. Well, then let this journey itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. The city of Gridania lies slap bang in the middle of the Black Shroud, the biggest, luscious forest in all of Eorzea. Though it ain't near as lush as it used to be, saying that, not since the Calamity laid half of it to waste. The destruction prompted a herd of new nasties to move in, and gave the Exiled unneeded encouragement. Birdman raids have become a daily occurrence. of that rainbow effect we just saw. Ah, at long last! Behold Gridania, the forest nation blessed by the elementals.
The Black Shroud, the ancient forest, close to the heart of Eorzea. Beneath the boughs of its towering trees lies the woodland city-state of Gridania. Once a sanctuary from the world beyond the hedge, even the mighty elementals, eternal guardians of the forest, could not forestall the coming of the seventh Umbral Era. However, the goddess Nofika was never one to forsake her children, and today she welcomes another brave soul.
I think that would be us, chap.
One who may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
And here's where we part ways, son. I'm off to the market to deliver me wares. Then it's back to the high road for me. Yeah, well, you can have this. By the way, thanks for keeping me company. Ah, that's awfully nice of you, sir. Oh, you never did tell me your name, did you? Well, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage that I can brag about having met, and I can consider a square. Fair enough, I guess.
May the matron take him to her bosom, that he may never want.
Ah, that's a kind
And
sort
in
of
his
blessing,
heart,
isn't it?
so serenity, purity, and sanctity.
And so begins Final Fantasy XIV. You there. Yes, you. Your face is not known to me. Newly come to the city, no doubt. I am Bertinant, a wood whaler of Gridania. It is my duty to protect our nation from her enemies, while welcoming those who may yet prove her friends. Let us see which you are. I'm fairly certain you'll find I come in peace, so consider me a friend of Gridania. Welcome to Gridania, a vibrant forest nation cradled in the bosom of nature. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Gamepad. Follow the instructions and move your character and adjust the position of the camera. When you're ready to proceed, speak to Bertinant. No, don't open that up. You hear me? Come here and I shall guide you. Alright, sorry. Non-player characters and NPCs offering quests can be recognized with the exclamation marks above their heads. To bring up the quest window, speak with the NPC by first targeting him, then pressing the confirm button. Once you have initiated a quest, the prompt will appear, detailing its objectives and rewards. Press the accept button in the lower left to add the quest to your list of current duties. Another green adventurer, I presume? I thought as much. We cannot allow strangers to wander Gridania unchecked and untested. Before you rush off and begin pestering every second citizen for work, I suggest you make yourself known at the Carline Canopy. That's the headquarters of the local Adventurers Guild, in case you were wondering. The Carline Canopy is the building you see behind me. Speak to Mother Mune within, and she will take you in hand. You have begun a quest. Use the duty list to complete your task. Ah, give a man a bloody fright sneaking up on me like that. Now they come to Gridania, are you? Then I suggest you continue on your merry way to the Carline Canopy just behind me. Mother Mune will want a word with you. The wood. It's watching, you know. Gosh, this is lovely. Look at all this stained glass. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. New in town, eh? You and me, we must be fond of the road indeed to brave the journey to this godforsaken city. I thought a remote town like this would be a perfect place to turn a profit, but it seems that no matter where you go, success is invariably achieved through the usual combination of labor and luck. It do be that way. Bland cuisine apart, I've begun to grow fond of this city and its people. The women especially. I would not have believed the black shroud concealed such grace and beauty. Crunch, crunch. Shouldn't you be speaking with Mother Mune? They say the seventh umbral era is corrupting the wildlife in the woods, making the beasts stronger, more aggressive. I look forward to meeting them. Gridania can be such a bore sometimes. All the people talk about is trees and elementals. Perhaps I should try my fortune in a city with a touch more excitement. They say the streets of Ulda are paved with gold, and the pirates of Liminsa will slit your throat as soon as they look at you. Complete a quest by speaking to the NPC with a checkmark displayed above his or her head. Completing quests will earn you a variety of rewards from items and guild to experience points. Well, what have we here? A wide-eyed, wandering young adventurer. Come to put your name down at the guild, I assume? Young. You flatter me, my dear. Welcome. Mune's my name. Mother Mion, as most call me, and the Carline Canopy is my place. As the head of the Adventurers Guild in Gridania, I have the honour of providing guidance to the fledgling heroes who pass through our gates. No matter your ambitions, the Guild is here to help you attain them. In return, we expect you to fulfill your duties as an adventurer by assisting the people of Gridania. A fine deal, wouldn't you agree? To an outsider's eyes, all may seem well with our nation, but naught could be further from the truth. The people live in a state of constant apprehension. The Ixal and various gangs of common bandits provide an unending supply of trouble. Trouble compounded by the ever-present threat of the Garlean Empire to the north, and that's to say nothing of the calamity. Even now, the wounds have barely begun to heal. Oh, but I speak of it as if you were there, forgive me. 5 years past, Eorzea was well nigh laid to waste when a dreadworm emerged within the lesser moon Dalamud and rained fire upon the realm. It is this which people call the calamity. Scarcely a square mom of Trellswood was spared by the devastation. Yet despite the forest's extensive wounds, not a soul among us can recall precisely how it happened. I'm well aware of how improbable that must sound to an outsider. It is improbable, but it's also true. For reasons we can ill explain, the facts surrounding the calamity are shrouded in mystery. That it has many versions of events, as there are people willing to recount them. Yet amidst the hazy recollections and conflicting accounts, all agree on one thing, that Eorzea was saved from certain doom by a band of valiant adventurers. Whatever else we've misremembered, none of us have forgotten the heroes who risked life and limb for the sake of the realm, and yet whenever we try to say their names, the words die upon our lips. And whenever we try to call their faces to mind, we see naught but silhouettes amidst the blinding glare. Thus have these adventurers come to be known as the Warriors of Light. But pray do not feel daunted by the deeds of legends. We do not ask that you become another Warrior of Light, only that you do what you can to assist the people of Gridania. Great or small, every contribution counts. I trust you will play your part. All that's left then is to conclude the business of registration. Here's a quill. Scroll your name right there. Oh, and I would appreciate it if you used your real name. It's a special place in the 7th Hell for those who use amusing aliases. Lord Rexworth, And you're quite sure that isn't an amusing alias? Oi! How dare you? It just so happens to be my real name. At least as far as you're concerned, my dear. Very well. From this moment forward, you are a registered adventurer of Gridania, nation blessed of the elementals and the bounty of Trellswood. The guild expects great things from you. Ah, look what just arrived. Another God's damned adventurer. No, don't you start with that. Adventurers are the very salve that Gridania needs. The elder Seed Seer herself bade us welcome them with open arms. Do you mean to disregard her will? Of course not. Lest you forget it is my sworn duty to uphold the peace. Am I to blame if outsiders bring mistrust upon themselves? You, adventurer, mind that you don't cause any trouble here, and I shall personally cast you out of this realm and into the 7th Hell. Yeah, fuck you two. Pay that outburst no mind. He meant only to counsel you. Oh, is that what we're calling it? Suspicious characters have been prowling the Trellswood of late, you see, and the Wood Whalers feel they cannot afford to take any chances. As is often the way with folk who live in isolation, Gridanians are wont to mistrust things they do not well know, your good self included. Fear not, however. Given a catalogue of exemplary deeds and no more than a handful of years, the locals will surely warm to you. Oh, well, if that's all. On behalf of my fellow citizens, I welcome you to Gridania. May you come to consider our nation as your own in time. Now then, you may depend on old Mother Mion to teach you a few things that every adventurer should know. Alright, first quest complete, not bad. You've taken the first step as an adventurer in the city of Gridania. Listen well to the wisdom of Mother Mion, then go forth and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Still love that sound. Da 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 da. An important quest to use to tell the story of Eorzea and her people, those are called main scenario quests. Quests using this blue icon indicate a task, a series of tasks tied to new duties or features you've yet to unlock. Scenario guide is a HUD element that indicates the next available quest in the main scenario. Once you perform 3 tasks to help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Alright then. All got to start somewhere, I suppose. Let us begin at the beginning, shall we? Now that you are a former member of the Adventurers Guild, we must be sure that you have a firm grasp of the fundamentals of adventuring. To that end, I have 3 tasks I wish you to perform. Your first task is to visit the Aetheryte. This massive crystal stands in the middle of the Aetheryte Plaza, not far from the Carline Canopy. As a device that enables instantaneous transportation, the Aetheryte plays a key role in the life of the ever-wandering adventurer. Once you've located the crystal, all you need to do is touch its surface. A member of the Wood Whalers will be present to offer further instruction. For your second task, you are to visit the Lancers Guild. There's no better place to learn the arts of the polearm. Speak with Jillian, and she will explain the benefits of joining the guild. For your third and final task, I would have you visit the markets at the heart of Old Gridania's commercial district. There you shall find weapons and armor, and all the various items that an adventurer might need on his travels. There is, however, more to the markets than buying and selling goods. Speak with Pastor Montret, and listen well to his counsel. The master merchant can be uncooperative at times, so be sure to offer him one of my famous eel pies. Like so many men, he is much more charitable when his stomach is full. Here, I made a batch not long ago. You have your task, Rex. May Nofika guide your path. Oh, and one more thing. Should you happen to come across any citizens in need, don't be afraid to proffer a helping hand. I'm certain they'll be pleased to meet an adventurer in whom they can confide their woes. Granted, the work they offer is unlikely to be of realm-shattering importance, but prove your worth and build a reputation, and in time the folk will be more inclined to entrust you with matters of moment. I also suggest that you lend an ear to the smith here in the Canopy. The smiths are trusted representatives of the Adventurers Guild, and are an invaluable source of advice for neophyte heroes seeking to attain greatness. Oh, adorable. Main menu, quick and easy access. Gosh, this seems far more complicated than old Final Fantasy games. Sanctuaries. Crescent moon icon would appear to the right of your experience bar whenever you enter a sanctuary. While in this special area, you will accrue a rested bonus. Bonus will continue to grow even if you're offline. All experience will be earned through battle, crafting, and gathering, while under the benefit of the rested bonus will be increased by 50%. Inns and cities, as well as various outposts and settlements classified as sanctuaries. Interesting. Alright then. Let's see here. Selecting map under travel in the main menu or pressing X on the controller will bring up the area map. If a quest objective is located in that area, it will be indicated with a special icon. Alright. Attune yourself to the aetherite found inside the city. We just keep going this way. Gosh, there's a lot of people here. Good adventurer is hard to find. Newly come to Gridania, are you? In search of fame and fortune, perhaps? If you have confidence in your abilities, I urge you to speak with Chancellor of the God's Quiver. You can find him standing vigil before the Archers Guild. Creatures of the Twelves would have been behaving most unnaturally as of late, and it's fallen to the God's Quiver to pacify them. Alas, they are sorely in demand. For this reason, they seek able adventurers to supplement their ranks. I'm certain that your offer of aid would be well received. I will tune to the aetherite. Greetings, adventurer. I see you are faithfully following Mother Mune's instructions. Oh, well, hello there. Allow me to offer you a bit of instruction myself. I am Nicaea of the Wood Whalers, and I know a thing or two about the aetherite. Yes, that big crystal right there. Aetherites are devices that tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as a means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Return and teleport, the most common transportation spells, make direct use of the aetherites and their connection to the flow of aether. As these devices are found in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer worthy of the name will wish to seek out and attune himself to each one. Truly, few things in this world are so useful to an intrepid explorer. But you need not locate them all at once. Before rushing out into the wilds, I suggest you start with the aetherites found here in Gridania. Should you wish to learn more about the aetherite or transportation magic, I am here to answer your questions. Well, you're very helpful, my dear. Thank you. Return learned. You attune with the aetherite. You are now able to use the return spell. The spell return can be used to instantly travel back to the aetherite set as your home point. Only be cast once every 15 minutes in Earth time. The one home point may be set at any time. Alright then. Everyone's got their umbrellas out. The Mogpindium will prove to be an invaluable resource to any of the Moogle treasure trove, Kupo. Pore over its contents to find the best ways to get your hands on irregular tombstones, then use that knowledge to fill your packs. And once the weight of your tombstones becomes too much to bear, bring them to me and I'll give you all sorts of rare and remarkable items. Interesting. Alright. Not really. I'm... No. Let's close that out. I don't want to go through yet another tutorial. Let's see. The Elder Seed Seers place great store in you adventurers. I pray that you will reward her faith by reaching out to aid the people of Gridania. And of course. Always happy to help a person in need. Let's see, what else do we need to do? Not yet available. Okay. A Chocobo Keep. If I came looking to hire a Chocobo Porter, I'm afraid I must disappoint you. Our birds are very fickle creatures, tend to become agitated around those with a certain lack of demeanour. Return once you've proven you can handle yourself. I personally see you are assigned our best bird. Oh. Got to go up to level 10. We're probably still stuck on level 1. Gah. Let's familiarise ourselves with other parts of the town. We've got the knot. Nicolio needs the assistance of a kind adventurer. I know all about adventurers. You'll do anything for a reward, won't you? Well then, I want you to make Onili laugh. She's so good with strangers, so first you should introduce yourself politely, with a bow. When words are just not enough, emotes can be used to express your feelings towards a person or situation. Highlight a target, select social, and then emotes. In this case, you would select bow after targeting Onili to complete the quest objectives. Hi. Okay, that's done. Well, that seems to work, but she still looks sad. Try shedding the joy in your heart with her. That'll prove how nice you are. Oh, all right then. You're odd. I think she's starting to like you. Good. Now that you've broken the ice, I bet that if you surprise her and just start dancing, she'll laugh her head off. Alright. Let's try dancing. What is dancing? Facepalm. Doubt. There we are. Dance. Lord Rexworth is Lord of the Dance. Tee. You're a very good dancer, mister. That looked like fun. Maybe I should try it sometime. Yeah, you should. Thank you. You're pretty good at this. I nearly lost her father 5 years ago doing all the fighting. She hasn't laughed much since then. Oh, poor girl. So I wanted to... I mean, we're all worried, but a lot of the younglings have been following me around lately, and you wouldn't understand. Anyway, thanks for the help. Coco? Now, let's continue on. This is the exit. One of the exits to the town. Wait, hang on. Before we do this, why don't we see what's in this impressive structure? Greetings, adventurer. I'm the Twin Adder officer charged with assisting the Order of Independent Companies, or the Free Companies as they're commonly known. How may I serve you this day? Free Companies can be described as mercenary groups formed of adventurers. They're unique in that they operate under the aegis of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. The system of Free Companies was established some 5 years ago in the wake of the Calamity. Having suffered tremendous casualties, the Grand Companies sought to consolidate their strength through the sanctioning of mercenary groups. Unlike individual adventurers and freelancers, such groups guarantee that Grand Companies have access to sufficient manpower when it is needed. As the system falls within the provisions of the Eorzean Alliance, Free Companies transcend political boundaries. To wit, adventurers enlisted with different Grand Companies may come together to found a Free Company. Ugh. Good lord. This sounds ever so complicated. Let's see. The Acorn Orchard. I think there's... Wait a minute, there's a green check mark over here somewhere. Adela. Looking for an adventurer to deliver a forgotten item. Ah, an adventurer. Precisely what we needed. Not a moment ago, we dispatched our newest recruit, Artur, to inspect Miketo's amphitheater. Regrettably, the young hirer has more spirit than sense, so he charged off without his tools. Suffice it to say, he won't be getting any work done. Would you be so kind as to deliver them to him? Wonderful. Seek out Luhelic in the Acorn Orchard, behind the atrium. He should have Arthur's tools. Ah, there we are. Adele sent you. Give me a moment. Ah, here they are. Still fresh and unused as the day he got them. Daddy's even realised he left the bloody things behind. First day he forgets his tools. Duff sod needs to kick up the... I know, lad. I know. I hear you. I'll take care of it. Don't worry. I mean, honestly, haven't we all been in this person's position before? Our first day, wanting to make a good impression, and then we make some sort of rookie mistake. Let's see. Should be around here somewhere. Oh, an Aethernet shard. Interesting. You now have Aethernet access to the Archers Guild. Quick travel throughout the city can be achieved by simply placing your hand on Aethernet shards. Huh. It's not the internet, it's the Aethernet. A tuning with a shard has granted you access to the city-state's Aethernet. It can be used for quick intra-city travel. Ah, there you are, lad. I have something for you. Bernadette sent you to me. Inexperienced or not, if you wish to prove your worth to the people of Gridania, you are right to come. You do wish to prove yourself, do you not? Some items can be used, granting various effects such as instant HP restoration, so on and so forth. Okay. All items with recast timers cannot be used again until the timer has expired. Alright, fair. Oh, well, hello. Grimbus of the Archers Guild wishes you to deliver a sealed message to the markets. Hail, adventurer. Might you have a moment? For you, darling, I have several moments. Take your time. I am in need of a trustworthy soul to deliver a missive to Parnell. You can find her in the shaded bower, in the midst of the markets. Why would I not simply go and speak with her myself? Well, as I'm sure you have observed, Gridanians have a tendency to be rather... I mean, in person they can be, well, a little on the prickly side. The matter's not urgent. Simply hand over the missive the next time you find yourself in the markets. Please, as a favour from one adventurer to another. That would be my pleasure, dear. Oh. An archery training range. Interesting. Excuse me. Chancellor of the God's Quiver is testing adventurers by sending them to slay forest funguars. Ordinarily, the forest funguars that inhabit the central shroud are not more than a nuisance. However, we have received reports that vast clouds, creatures' spores, have rendered parts of Twelveswood impossible, and ruined crops besides. We periodically cull the funguar population in order to prevent such occurrences, but the creatures have taken to spawning out of season, making it ever more difficult to keep their numbers in check. Though this is indeed a troubling development, the God's Quiver has more pressing concerns and can ill afford to waste time fighting funguars. If you wish to prove yourself, go to the central shroud and exterminate 6 of the pests. Use caution, approach them one at a time, lest your adventuring career be cut disappointingly short. Alright then. Respite cleanses the mind of impurity. Though, out in the rain? Are you sure? Smith here. Greetings. I am one of the smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I have been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you've but recently taken up the adventurer's mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are our champions of tomorrow, our nascent stars of limitless potential. How kind of you, sir. My fellow smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize these helpful men and women by their title of Mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will likely have a solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I highly recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experiences here in Eorzea. Pray do not hesitate to ask me if you would like to know more. Amongst Eorzea's thriving population, there are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken upon themselves to assist these new adventurers. Novice network. Interesting. All right. Let's see. We need to go to the markets. Parnell. Parnell's got to be around here somewhere, yeah? Seems anyone else playing on this map, they just, if they run into me, they just tend to, yeah, clip right through. My. Carpenter's Guild. Where is Prime? Let's see. Old Gridania. Ethan had access to the Conjurer's Guild. Let's see. Seeks an assistant for a frantically busy student. You there. You're an adventurer, yes? Good. I have a task for you. Take yourself over to the Conjurer's Guild and speak with my student, Briar. She has her hands full preparing for the auguries and would likely welcome your assistance. In her excitement at becoming a conjurer, I fear my young disciple is pushing herself beyond the limits of her endurance. Enthusiasm was all well and good, but it would not do to have an initiate collapse from exhaustion. Right, new quest. Oh, it's getting dark. Let's see. Another Aethernet shard. Oh, just started. Tiff, come in. Good to see you. Yes, we're just getting underway. I'm sort of learning the controls and going on some small quests here. Let's see. Estain. The caretaker of Miketo's amphitheater needs an adventurer to help her tidy up. Greetings, traveller. Come to see Miketo's famed amphitheater, have you? I am Estain, caretaker of this fine centerpiece of Gridanian culture, and I fear I must needs trouble you for your assistance. You see, it is not only well-meaning men like yourself who are drawn to this place. The sylphs often visit in the dead of night, long after our citizens have gone to bed. We have no particular objection to their presence, and they seem grateful for the accommodation, so much so, in fact, that last night they left us a token of their appreciation, in the form of vegetables. A lot of vegetables. Their generosity is more than welcome, of course, but the sheer quantity of the things makes gathering them all something of a chore, and it's not as if I don't have enough to do already. In short, I'd be most grateful for any help that you could give me. Let's see, on some quests you'll encounter objects which you can interact simply by approaching and selecting. Oh, well, easy enough. Let's gather 1 of 6. Anyway, Tiff, how are you? It's good to see you. How are things going with you? Oh, I got interrupted. Okay, halfway there. I mean, it is nice of them to leave behind some veggies, you know, as payment for staying around the amphitheater. Well done, friend. Miketo herself would sing your praise. She knew well the power of art, how it could strengthen the soul of a nation and preserve its history for future generations. This amphitheater was her greatest gift to Gridania, and it was a wish that all folk use it freely, not only for performances and festivals, but as a place to share memories and make new ones. I wonder if the sylphs come here to do just that. That said, I do wish they would find other ways to express their gratitude. We have no need for vegetables here, but mayhap the Caroline Canopy can make use of them. Anyway, thanks be to the elementals for bringing you here today. Going well, relaxing. Haven't done any side quests yet, lol. Ah, it's alright. I suppose they'll always be there for you whenever you're ready. Let's see, Artor. What? I'm terribly busy right now with thank you not to bother me. I'm a carpenter of the prestigious Oak Atrium, and I have repairs to... Where did I put my... Oh, gods, I take it you're from the guild too, then. What's that? Adele sent you? With my tools? Ah, yes, I was actually about to go and, This is so embarrassing. My apologies, it's just... I've been so focused on the task at hand. You know, it's a miracle this amphitheater even survived the calamity. It was the Carpenters Guild that saved it, moving it piece by piece and rebuilding it. When I saw what they had done for Gridania, I knew what I wanted to be. Gods, when they told me my first task was to come here. Anyway, thank you for bringing me my tools. You're new to the Oak Atrium too, right? Well, let's both work hard for the good of the guild, eh? Oh, and may the elementals watch over you and keep you safe. Lovely jubbly. Demasol. You there, adventurer. Could you deliver a message for me? My superior, Millicent, is stationed outside Atelier Fenil. She's doubtless busy, but I'm past due to be relieved. Long past due, truth be told. However, I simply cannot abandon my post. Speak to her for me, would you? But choose your words wisely. She has a bit of a temper. Let's see. Oh, Lord Rexworth. Welcome back, Nox. What's going on, friendo? Playing online, are we? Yeah, I figure that's about the only way you can play it. Ah, there's Millicent. Alright. I'll have to be careful about this. What's all this about? Primason says he needs his break. The nerve of that snivelling little shite. Crying for relief at a time like this. Has he already forgotten how short-handed we are since that business with the Exor the other day? Setting a bloody unknown venturer to do his bleat, no less. Self-serving sod thinks of only his own woes. Robbing his souls while welcoming all manner of gill-grabbing adventurers into our holy wood. Useless bloody fool. Makes me blood boil, it does. It's not you should be given a piece of my mind to. You seem a decent enough sort, considering. Still, understand it's our duty to keep an eye on every stranger that passes through these parts. Anyway, Rod, I appreciate you lending an ear to my subordinate. Damn fool that he is. Go on then, stay out of trouble. Yes, ma'am. Let's see. What else do we have? Oh, another Aethernet shard. I come back and you've been on for 7 hours now. Yeah, you know, took so long with the just chatting and video reacts. I figure I might go a bit longer with the gameplay here. Have you found the Eastern Lord's secret outfit? I wasn't even aware that was a thing, Nox. So no, I haven't. Ah, Barnell. Oh, she's a fetching young thing, isn't she? Greetings, sir. Might you be looking to secure the services of a retainer? What's this? A missive from Fimbius, you say? Whatever could it be about? Let me see now. She wants to know about the available stock of potions at the markets. Hardly a matter that warrants a letter, much less the hiring of a courier. Mécanique d'analyse cardinal. We now turn to the judgment of the Auditrice Mécanique d'analyse cardinal. The judgment of the Auditrice Mécanique d'analyse cardinal. It's what the nobles wear. Ah, I see. Well, perhaps I'll find it eventually. Why could she not ask the question in person? I sense that adventurers from beyond our borders find Gridanians somewhat difficult to deal with. Are we truly so devoid of warmth? I don't seem to think so. If we mistrust outsiders, it's only because so many of them have brought chaos to the Twelveswood, and such sins as theirs are not soon forgotten. And I suppose we might endeavour to be a little less cold. I mean, more flies with honey than vinegar. And we've leveled up. That's great. It's brilliant. Ah, so these are the shops. Beautiful structure, by the way. I love this roof. Or the ceiling, rather. Ah, New Gridania. Let's see. Speak with Briar. Oof. Sensitive thing, isn't it? Central Shroud. Let's go see if we can find any quests to complete over there. Hopefully we can. Discovered a new location. Oh, this is a combat area. I don't think we're quite ready for all of that. You've received your first achievement. Earned by reaching certain milestones during your adventures. Achievements for just about everything from leveling classes to uncovering locations to defeating enemies and earning gil. I see. I think we went the wrong way. Let's see, let's go back to... What a dreary weather that we're having now, isn't it? Maybe there's something we missed over here in Old Gridania. Passamontret. By what right does a fledgling adventurer presume to address Passamontret, master of the markets? You think you can stroll in here, bold as you please, and demand my hard-earned knowledge? Ha! A merchant does naught for naught, especially when dealing with would-be heroes. If, on the other hand, you had some tasty morsel to curry my favour, then I might consider your request. Come now, this whole encounter reeks of Mion's handiwork, more specifically her baking. Don't look so surprised, son. I smelled that eel pie of yours a mile away. Hand it over. Well, all right then. Eat up. Maybe then you'll be a bit less cross. A flaky crust. Just divine. Very well. I'm a man of my word. Pay close attention, for I shall only explain this once. The aspiring adventurer need look no further than the rosewood and ebony stalls. Both are but a short stroll from where we stand. If you mean to do battle, you'd best be prepared with a quality set of weapons and armor. Such goods are the province of the Rosewood Stalls, directly south of here. You'll be pleased to learn that the merchants of Gridania are exceedingly particular when it comes to craftsmanship, so you needn't fear defective straps and the like. If it is potions and paraphernalia you seek, head north to the Ebony Stalls. The shelves there are lavishly stocked by the widely travelled Uldan merchants. I may truly say that I've seen things amongst their myriad wares that I scarce knew existed. You follow me thus far? The first step in any purchase is to select the stalls that meet your needs. Then you may concern yourself with price and profit. There is little more I can teach you with mere words. Go, peruse the stalls, see for yourself what wares they offer. There is no substitute for first-hand experience, after all. I'm weary of talking. Unless you have another eel pie. Oh no, it just so happens I don't. I take it my previous explanation did not suffice to sate your curiosity. Very well. If you wish to know more of the markets, I shall give you a practical education free of charge. As master of the markets, I entertain many requests. This order from the whalers, for example, but I delegate their fulfillment to my hirelings, that I might tend to such tasks as I alone am capable of performing. For your personal betterment, I shall delegate the fulfillment of this particular request to you. I bid you search the stalls for a bone spearhead, a pot of beeswax oil, and a length of brambleweed rope, and deliver them to Ciangould of the Lancers Guild. There's much more to be found in these stalls, if you have the dedication to seek it and the coin to procure it. However, as my representative, you need only offer my name as payment. None will deny me. In fact, many will be all too eager to part with their wares. So numerous are the debts I am owed. A fine proposition, is it not? I am spared a simple task, and you gain priceless mercantile experience. I should rightly charge you for such an opportunity, but whether or not I am a man of my word, and the terms will stand. Deliver the goods to Ciangould, and she may even see fit to reward you. I have no idea to pronounce that word. If it's money and peasants you seek, head east. Ah, good to know. You got discerning eyes, sir. The craftsmanship's truly something, ain't it? Perfect for securing any man out of Passamontret. Gods, if I never hear that bloody name again, it'll be too soon. None of us thinking I'd make a guild today. Here, take the damn brambleweed rope and bugger off. Let's see here. Welcome, welcome. Not the best of good Master Passamontret, you say? To what do we owe the pleasure of your company today, my lord? May I take this opportunity to say it is an honor and privilege to serve you. Ah, but you must have your beeswax oil without delay. Yes, yes. Feel free to take as much as you require. And you would, of course, inform Master Passamontret that I was only too happy to accommodate his needs, yes? Yes, of course. Sorry, mate. We ain't open yet. Oh, want to pass Montret's? Well, then what was it you said you wanted? A bone spearhead? Ah, here she is. Take it. Tell that bastard we're square. I'm a lurk once more. All right, Nox, thank you. Appreciate the lurkies. Right. We've got what we needed. Ah, there she is. What business have you with me, adventurer? You come upon the bidding of Master Passamontret? So soon? I'm impressed. I placed my order only a short time ago, yet here are all the items I requested. Truly, Master Passamontret is every bit as resourceful as they say. You are fortunate to work under such a man. You'd do well to mold yourself in his image, if you have any aspirations as a merchant. I am happy to serve, my dear. Ah, another shard. Boysalot. Let's see what he has to say. He wants a fledgling adventurer to deal with a squirrel problem. Ah, a fresh-faced adventurer. The very manner of person I wish to meet. The Lancers Guild is looking for someone to track down and exterminate half a dozen squirrels. Infernal pests have been squeezing in under our floorboards every eve for the past several moons, gnawing away at the support pillars. They've yet to inflict any serious structural damage, thank the builder, but I hesitate to bring such a trifling matter before the wood whalers or the gods' quiver, hence my delight at your timely arrival. Why, an adventurer who could not dispatch such woodland nuisances is not worthy of the name. Not here in Gridania, at any rate. And you know what becomes of incapable adventurers. No, but perhaps it's best you do not. The squirrels which I spoke can be found in the central shroud. Return to me once you have disposed of them, assuming the task's not beyond you. For your sake, I sincerely hope it's not. Welcome to the Lancers Guild. I see you brought your own spear. If you seek to refine your skills with the polearm, then you've come to the right place. Here at the Lancers Guild, spear wielders gather to train with one another and further hone their abilities under the tutelage of our fine instructors. More than just an instrument of war, the spear is also a tool for hunting, and with game ever plentiful in the Twelveswood, the weapon has been the mainstay of the locals here since before the founding of Gridania. With the passing of time, our nation became a gathering place for spear masters from across the realm, many eager to test their mettle against the famed might of our wood whalers. And it was here in Gridania that their myriad fighting styles came into contact, eventually giving rise to the art taught here today. That spear technique could be formalized at all, owed much to the founding of the Lancers Guild by wood whaler Captain Mistal, nigh on a century past. The tradition of accepting students from without, as well as within Gridania's borders, persists to this day, ensuring that the art of the polearm may not only survive, but continue to evolve. But there you have it. I hope this brief history of the Guild has helped settle any doubts in your mind. The Lancers Guild is always eager to welcome new initiates. If you have a will to enlist, speak with me again and we can begin the enrollment procedures. Yeah, we'll join the Lancers Guild. All who seek admittance to our ranks must present themselves before him. He will judge if you're fit to become one of us. Pray make your way to the training area within. Our guildmaster awaits you there. Well met, adventurer. I understand you wish to learn the lancer's art under our roof. Though you've doubtless brandished a spear before this day, and perhaps even in earnest, you still have a long way to go before you may call yourself a lancer in sooth. In my capacity as guildmaster, I shall guide your training, beginning with the very basics, the principles of our art. There exist myriad fighting styles, each of which has its own unique qualities. None, however, can claim to be as offensively minded as ours. Our approach is ever one of attack, no matter who or what we face. An experienced lancer is able to wield a polearm as if it were an extension of his body. It transforms into a raging storm before his foes, delivering a barrage of devastating thrusts and slashes. To facilitate such a relentless assault, we lancers forego plate for favoring armor of leather and chain. Such materials provide adequate protection without unduly hindering movement. A lancer's worth may be measured quite simply, and how swiftly and decisively he can pierce his army's defenses. His enemy's defenses, rather. By its nature, the polearm is a simple weapon to wield, for good or ill. Even in a farmer's hands, it is capable of wreaking considerable havoc. Thus, it has been a mainstay of every great army since ancient times. Yet know that a lance alone does not a lancer make. Faced with unfavorable odds, an unseasoned spearman will break formation, and flee without a moment's hesitation. A true lancer, however, flinches not before his enemies, for he knows not the meaning of fear. Ever does he press forward, disdainful of the odds, that he might pierce the enemy line and open a path to victory. Needless to say, doing so requires no small amount of courage, and that is why our guild has striven from the first to instill its essential quality in every soul who passes through our halls. Arduous trials await you should you join our ranks. Knowing this, have you the resolve to wield the lance? Yes. Well said, adventurer. I see no reason to deny you a place within our ranks. Ah, but I neglected to introduce myself. I am Ywain, the master of this guild. Pleasantries do the exchange. I hereby assign you your first task, a trial to be precise. In order to develop an affinity with your weapon and learn to gauge such things as distance, you are to go forth and brandish your spear with reckless abandon. The squirrels, ladybugs, and funguars that roam just outside the city should provide you with a suitable challenge. Put down, let us say, 3 of each, and then report back to me. Alright, very good. I'd best stick with my default spear for right now. A wandering Moogle. What's this? You're able to see me? That's amazing, Kupo. That we should thus meet can surely be no coincidence. And so, to mark this fateful occasion, I shall make you a gift of a magical potion. Fantasia. That's what it's called, and legend holds it allows you to alter your appearance. May it serve you well, Kupo. This item is yours, and yours alone, cannot be sold or traded. Ah. The hell was that? Where are we? Let's see. Oh, okay. Just sort of looped around, didn't we? keep the map up here, but we'll keep moving. And... oh, yes, here we are. Someone else for the quest. Stop right there. Not another step. Oh, I apologize if I startled you, but please be careful. The ground here is covered in rose hips. You see, my seed pouch had grown so threadbare that it finally split open. Unbeknown to myself, I've been scattering Azima rose hips all along this road. Oh, good sir, if you could help me gather them, I'd be ever so grateful. Thank you. Your kindness is truly a blessing from the elementals. The rose hips should be lying on the road between here and the Great Lone Growery. Remember to tread lightly, lest you crush them underfoot. Okay, that's 2. Right, that is all 6. Samian, darling, I have your rose hips. Good sir, pray tell me you've recovered all the rose hips and abandoned not one to a traveller's boot? Blessings be upon you. I feared this path would be lined with roses next year. Not that such a wondrous sight would be wholly objectionable, but Azima roses are ill-suited to this location. As a botanist, it's my responsibility to see Gridania's plants grow and thrive in the most ideal conditions. A place for every seed, and every seed in its place, you might say. 'Twas most gracious of you to aid me in my time of need. I pray the elementals extend you the same kindness. Anything for a lady. Oh, God damn it, another adventurer. They're like flies on muck. Whatever Gridania did deserve as a plague, I don't know. I suppose chimes are changing. They keep telling me I should, and perhaps you might be. Oh, gods help me. Just take this Azima rose to Waldew of Stillglade Fane, will you? Well, what are you still standing there for? Go and deliver the bloody rose. So you want to be a botanist? No, not really. Let's see. Ah, this is all of the Aethernet shards in Gridania. All right. Welcome, adventurer, to the Conjurers Guild. Here we commune with the elementals and heed their guidance. Yet I must confess, the elementals did not whisper of your coming. We did indeed request an Azima Rose from Ethelred, but that you should bring us in his stead means something wonderful has happened. Ethelred has long held a grudge against the many adventurers who have passed through Gridania's gates. His beloved flowers are renowned for their beauty, you see, and were once so highly coveted by Uldon collectors that they were picked nigh to extinction by fortune-seeking foreigners. Yet if it is peace we desire, we must all learn to look beyond mistrust born of the past and overcome our prejudices. So has the elder Seed Seer taught us, and so do we live. I doubt it was easy for Ethelred to entrust his Azima Rose to you. When he hears we have received it, he will come to know that not all outsiders are deserving of scorn. Truly, it was the will of the elementals that you came to us this day. Please, accept this as a token of our gratitude. Alright, fantastic. Oh. Already interacted with that. Ah, okay, so this leads to New Gridania. We see a green check mark. And it does appear that there's daylight, once again. Though it's a bit overcast. Ah, here we go. We can complete our quest with Mother Meehan. The conquering hero returns. You've completed my little tasks, I trust. The 3 locations you visited will feature prominently in your life as an adventurer. It's best you grow familiar with them as soon as possible. And you took the time to listen to the woes of the citizenry? I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to lend your talents to one and all, no matter how trivial the matter may seem. I am thankful that you are an obliging sort, my lord. It is adventurers like you that will win the hearts of the locals and pave the way for those who follow. I pray Gridania can rely on your aid in its struggles to come. And we have leveled up again. Let's see. Melee-oriented classes such as Gladiator and Marauder can chain together their weapon skills to deal additional damage or inflict additional enfeeblements to their targets. Okay. No, she's got something else for us. My lord, have you visited the Bannock on your wanderings? It's a training ground found just outside the city where the soldiers of the Order of Twin Adder are drilled in swordplay and other martial matters. I mention this because an acquaintance of mine, a gentleman by the name of Gulfrid, is an instructor there. Now I think you may be of use to him. Go and introduce yourself, find out if there's anything you can do to help. Mind you, don't stray far from the path. The Twelveswood is no place for merry strolls through the underbrush. Let's see. Looking for an inexperienced young soul to make a delivery. Hey, boy, you seem unoccupied. Who are you calling boy? You know the Bannock I trust. Fancy taking a bag of basic provisions over there for me? I know it's not too heavy, mostly filled with dried meats and other bland rations. It's a straightforward job that I'd do with a smile and a spring in my step. If I were 10 years younger, alas, my taste had matured, evolved, advanced to a higher level, you might even say. It was a perfect task for someone fresh-faced like you. Worry not, you'll receive appropriate compensation upon delivery, which you may keep with my blessings. What the? This is a... Oh, I must have mistaken this metal bit for a nut. I'd start foraging for food in the forest. A spare snuffle misplaced by some sorry soul from the Tree Speak stables. I suspect it was in their vague vicinity that I amassed the majority of my masticable morsels. Well, I've already had a hefty helping of these here nuts, so I won't be walking for a while. Might I trouble you to take this to Tree Speak stables in my stead? Prior to parting, pray speak to Bonabontant at the Yellow Serpent Gate. Listen well to his directions, or you're liable to get lost. Oh, yes. Hang on. We've still got a few quests to complete here in town before we venture out. Old Gridania. See, they're somewhere over here, and I can see them on the mini-map. Let's see. Bonabontant, yes. On an errand for that glutton of a Lullafell. Aye, past this gate and to the west you'll find Tree Speak stables. If memory serves, that iron snuffle of yours looks like the kind they use in chocobo bridles, or bridles. Borderwine would be the fellow to ask about that, of course. He looks after the chocobos there, you see. Could well be he has a need of that snuffle. Lovely music. Briar, that's who we need to talk with. Yes, I am Briar, but I'm also awfully Oh, did you say Lady Mullane herself asked you to assist me? In that case, I suppose you might lend a hand, especially as mine appear to be shaking, though only very slightly. Not that there's anything to worry about, mere nervous energy. I would be exceedingly grateful if you would take this Azima rose oil and refill the censers. There are two that require attention. Please have a care not to disturb the conjurers amid their meditations. You must be as quiet and unobtrusive as possible. Key items can be used on targets by first selecting the target and selecting the appropriate icon from the key items window and choosing use. Right. And then here's the last one. My thanks. I must admit to being rather impressed by how faithfully you followed my instructions. I'd always considered adventurers to be an uncouth, rowdy lot, but I see you are capable of courtesy as well. Lady Mullane has a fine eye for character. You should feel honoured that she chose you for the task. Let's go with the potion. Someone needs to bring her scarlet oil. Might you perchance be comfortable around Vilekin? If so, I have an urgent need for your assistance. You see, I was preparing for the forthcoming auguries when I found, to my great embarrassment, we lacked the requisite quantity of scarlet oil. If it's not too much to ask, I'd be most grateful if you could resupply us in time for the ceremony. Scarlet oil can be harvested from ladybugs, such as those found near the Bannock. 6 of the Vilekin should yield the necessary amount. Pray return to me as soon as you have it. Goodness gracious me. Still have a lot to do. I think, though, chat... We've been at this for nearly 8 hours now. I think it best that we go ahead and call it a night, considering that I started around 1 o'clock. And it is now 9 p.m. And I should like to spend some time with my community offline. And if nobody's available, then perhaps check in with some other communities that I'm a part of. Let's see. How are you liking 14 so far? I like it rather well. You know, it's taking a bit of getting used to, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We'll actually see what the combat is like next stream that I play 14. But for now, I'm going to send all of you over to Pink Zombie. Because she is the one hosting the big charity auction that I'm a part of. Please, 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 place your bids. It all goes to Stack Up, a charity for military veterans. And we will go over there and give her all of our support and love. So, raid is being created. Let me get copy pasta for everyone. There we go. Most noble raid. Alright, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Across all platforms, Kick, Twitch, Twitter. We'll have separate VODs uploaded to YouTube and Rumble for video reaction as well to for the gameplay portion. But that'll do it for me. I'll see you tomorrow for a collab with Best Britain Company as we play the Jackbox Party Pack. But yeah, thank you all so much. I'm Lord Rexworth. I wish you all the best, and God bless.